Should I start with it or should I end with it? Okay, so I'm here, and this is, what school is this? It's the Rashi school, and all together now, I love the Rashi school. And the reason I love the Rashi school is because I don't think I care about anything more outside my family and the whole world than the continuity of the Jewish people, the love of the Jewish people, our ability to continue to, America does great things, gives us a place to live and relative freedom from anti-Semitism and all those good things, but it can't make our kids happy. It can't give them a sense of community. It can't give them a sense of rootedness. It can't give them a sense of philosophy and belief and commitment. Those are not things that governments can do. Those are things that communities can do. And right now, people are saying terrible things about the Jewish community. They're saying we're dying. They're saying our institutions are dying. They're saying that our kids can't both believe in justice and in Israel. Anyone who believes that, talk to Zoe Jick, and then you'll find out how we can love the state of Israel and be Zionists and completely committed to social justice. And without those things, we are lost. And they say we are losing our sense of community. Are we losing our sense of community? You want to know about community? Come talk to the parents of the Rashi school. Come talk to the supporters of the Rashi school. All of us together know what community means. We know what it means to be deeply rooted in the Jewish community. They say we're losing our ability to pass Torah on to the next generation. Not in this place. In this place, Torah is deeply connected to social justice and to understanding what it is that we are. Wake a Rashi kid up in the middle of the night and say, what does God want from you? And that Rashi kid will say, God wants us to make the world a better place. You can't say that about a lot of other places. We cannot lose this thing. We must have this thing. And that will require two things from our community. It means raising more money. It means digging in and doing more than that. But even more, I must say, it means telling your friends that there's something important about a Jewish education, something important about a day school education, something special about this place. Do not allow this to be lost. This is too important. I was the head of CJP for 31 years, and now we're going to be doing even better because Mark is in that position. But you know what? There is no CJP without communities like this. CJP is a community of communities. If our sense of community and our love for each other and our commitment to this institution disintegrates, everything disintegrates. Do you realize, you must realize, for all of you who followed the Rashi school through the wilderness in the early days, from one encampment to the other, much like the Jews followed God through the wilderness. We had some kind of faith that this was going to work out. We've had bumpy times, but we understood at the end of the road something amazing and glorious was going to happen. We're so happy that we had Bud, and we're so grateful that we have Adam now, because we know that we will build a great future for ourselves and for our children and for our children's children. But again, I really beg you, we need your energy. We need your commitment. We need you to think about how much you can give, and even more, we need you to tell a story about the Jewish future that's filled with promise, that's not depressed, that's filled with love and not despair, that's filled with beauty and not ugliness, that's filled with love and not hatred. Everything depends on you. Everything. I told my students today at the graduation for the Hornstein students at Brandeis, I said, don't depend on, you're supposed to be leaders. If you don't stand in front and point the way, no one will. If you don't stand up front and point the way and tell people what the Rashi school meant to you and your children and what it meant to your families in this community, no one will. And if we go silent, then this Jewish community in the long run will go silent as well, and the American Jewish community can't afford that. So do the best that you can. I love you. I love all of you. This is a great place. This is my happy place, the Rashi dinner. So I love all of you. I love this happy place. And most of all, of course, all together now, I love the Rashi school.
For 31 years, Barry Shrage was known for inspiration and not necessarily details such as pledge card filling out. Thus, the reason I'm here to partner with him. Baruch Hashem. So, each of us are here because we love the Rashi school, and each of us are here because we've already opened up our hearts and our wallets probably many, many, many times. I know in my personal family's case, for Jesse and I, this is by a factor of 2x our most important philanthropic priority. And I know for my parents, still something like 30 years later, it remains all the true, possibly now because tuition will be coming back up in 4 years for Ruthie. So I hope each of you will join me in stretching yourselves one time further this year and grabbing the pledge card that's in the incredible book in front of you and thinking about the incredible inspiration you've seen on these videos. What a Rashi kid says when you shake them in the middle of the night and they know who they are and what they stand for. When we understand that we are helping to produce Zionists who are wrestling with what that means in 2019 and never forgetting the beauty and the pride in that. So in your pledge card, there is a pledge card in your book. If you please will take that. There are incredible Rashi faculty and staff around the room. Some of them are waving, are happy to grab any of them. If you give an additional gift tonight, there are 3 raffles that you will be entered to win. They're behind me. So a donor of any level will get an outdoor JCC pool membership. And if it's not of interest to you, I have a 2-year-old future Rashi student who would love it. For a gift of $1,800, you'll get a Friday night stay here with a meal for breakfast and for dinner at the incredible restaurant here. And for a gift of $5,400 and above, you'll be entered to win a night stay of, I think, of any night of your choosing at the Four Seasons, including both breakfast and dinner at the Bristol. And if you tell them you know Barry Shrage, they'll give you well-done poached eggs on a whole wheat toast and some sliced tomato. It's fabulous. He's had it many times. So thank you very much. If you're in a position to do so and you're as inspired as Jesse and I are to do yet another gift to Rashi, fill it out and please raise your card and hand it to any of the Rashi staff. And we appreciate it so, so much. Thank you.